I will not buy more shades. I will not buy more shades. I will not buy more shades. As far as I'm concerned, Pat McGrath is the wizard of eyeshadow. And so it is no surprise to me that she created in Mothership 2 Sublime the best green eyeshadow on the planet. Now look, I know a ton of other eyeshadow palettes, indie formulas in green have come out since she released this palette. But yeah, I cannot be talked off of this one. So today I am going green. I also have yet another blush that I picked up during the Sephora savings event. I got it in just under the wire. So we're going to be playing with that, and I want to share a new fragrance purchase with you. So if that all sounds good, then let's get into it. All right, guys, so you know, if you watched my recent video on Mothership 1, that I promised that I would do a nighttime look using Mothership 2, and specifically this beautiful green shadow. I'm going to start out by picking up this shade here, and I am going to use that in the crease, and I am using a Rephr 16. I have already done all of my complexion products except for blush, and I have eyeshadow primer on, of course. I will list everything down in the description box below, per usual. This is such a beautiful pink. In fact, I believe that she used it in more than one Mothership. Maybe this was the Mothership that it appeared in originally, and I think she used it again. And if I can figure that out when I'm editing, I will note that. Now, what I'm going to do to really make that green intense is I am going to lay down this black shade as a base in the outer corner. And for that, I have grabbed a Rephr 01 Mini, and you don't need a lot. And I certainly don't want to end up with this all over the place. So I am going to tap that off and just place this down. And of course, I've kind of placed that at a diagonal. I am going to pat that in across the lid, because again, this is going to sit underneath a large portion of that green to really make it pop. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is I am not going to lay down as much black over here, just so we can see what that does. I am going to go back in with that Rephr 16 and just sort of blend the crease a little bit to work those colors together. Okay. I'm going to work on this edge a little bit. Picking up just a little bit more of that black. Okay, so over here, I am going to lay down black in the outer corner, but I am not going to bring it over the way I did on the other eye, just so we can see that difference. This is going to blend out pretty nicely to more sort of a gray. I'm going to wipe this brush off and sort of pat that out a little bit, just to diffuse the color, but to really keep it focused in the outer corner. And kind of going up. I am going to grab the Intensify stick. Boop, boop. And I'm going to put that all the way across the lid. And now I'm just going to take my finger and swirl it into this green. You know what we didn't do? We didn't swirl all the special shades. So let me do that so that we can marvel at their beauty. Okay, so there are those special shades. Absolutely stunning. God, the gold is just amazing. Okay, let's grab that green now. And I am going to tap it over the black. I mean, come on. Come on. Is there a more beautiful green? Come on. The intensity of that is just phenomenal. Okay, so now I am going to do intensifies over here as well, but we have much less black. Let's see how much difference that makes. Okay, they're both really beautiful. Well, I don't know. Okay, I need to know down in the comments, once I get finished with the look, which you think looks better, with the black underneath it or not? Or do you think it makes a difference at all? Please, please tell me what you think. I have worked this green all the way in, but I am going to drop another shade in the corner here, the inner corner, to sort of brighten that up. I'm just taking a look in another light. And I just realized that I had put a little dot of concealer here to cover what I think is maybe a bug bite. Sometimes when you do that, you don't want to just put concealer on and just blend it. You kind of let it dry a little bit and then it covers much better, but I forgot. So I don't know if it's going to work because that was a much longer time frame than I intended. Yeah, okay. So there we go. I feel like I've got two options for the inner corner. I could do this Skin Show shade here, which actually has a little bit of a pink in it, or I could do one of the special shades that has that pink and gold flip, or I could do the Skin Show shade with the other special shade tapped on top. You know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's do it. Okay. You know what? I'm going to use a brush. I know, it's crazy. I'm going to pick up a good amount of that Skin Show shade. You can even see more here, I think, on the brush, the pink tone that it has, which makes it a little bit different than the Skin Show shade in Mothership 1. Trying to get this on without totally covering my brush in green, and I think I managed to do that. And I don't know how I feel about that, but we're there. We're going there now, so let's just go there. It is possible that I should have just left the green going all the way over and maybe just popped one of those other special shades in the inner corner, because this is coming off a little dusty, I'm going to say. but we're not done. So, you know, I am going to grab my Endless Cacao pencil and go into the lower lash line. You know what I haven't had a problem with since we started this look? I don't know if you noticed, I haven't had a problem with fallout. I mean, I may have a couple little sparkles, but guys, it hasn't been, I mean, bad at all. And I'm guessing that's really because I used the Intensify stick, but also even the matte, I just, you know, was really careful about not picking up too much and tapping off the brush. And yeah, I would say that made a difference. I am gonna grab this shade here, and I'm gonna pop it right here in the inner corner. Maybe even dust that through a little bit. Grab the other pinky. Just trying to pull it together a little bit. Scattering some of this pink in. I am going to do mascara now, and we are going to use the new Prada mascara, Prada Scope. I have really been loving this. In fact, I am not even going to curl my eyelashes. I almost feel like I don't have to with this, and I hate curling my eyelashes. Hate. I always feel like I'm going to rip all my eyelashes out. So I love that I can just brush this on. So I think today, while I'm applying this, that I'm just going to go to my mom's house to rent a movie. My mom has not been doing well. She'll probably see this video. Hopefully she does not hate it that I'm talking about her. But we can't really get out right now and do a lot. But I think we're going to rent a movie. And I definitely did this really intense look, even though it's daytime, with it in mind that I would just be hanging out at her house. So yeah, I really love this mascara, you guys. It's just so easy to apply, and I love the way it looks. While the top dries, I am going to open a fresh tube of my Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. I absolutely love this stuff. Let me open it up and you can see the cute little brush. Here it is. Easy peasy. Makes it so much easier to get those little bitty lashes. Okay, let's do a second coat on the top. Guys, I think that's the eyes done, and I really cannot tell a huge difference between the black over here and the black over here. Like, I don't know. I don't know that it made that big of a difference. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. Let's play with my new blush. You guys, if you watched my Sephora haul video, then you may recall that I picked up one of the new Saie baked blushes, and I had to get another color. I just had to. I have fallen so in love with the original color that I got, and I'll pull that out for comparisons. The first one that I picked up in the Sephora Savings event, that's this one here. And I call it Grazie because I believe it's Italian. This is what I'm gonna wear in Italy as I ride on the back of a motorcycle with a really handsome, hunky Italian man. Okay, so because I went really vibrant here, this is not a color, I don't have this color in my collection. I can be sure of that. Whereas this, maybe I have some similar colors. This, no, nope. She stands alone. The eyes are definitely the focal point for this look, so I'm gonna have to be careful here. I have got a Refer 04 here. Wow, I'm picking it up on the brush. Just want to show you. I'm gonna blend it out on my hand, but that is what it looks like. And hold on, what color is this? This color? That's amore. And I do hope I love it. Okay. Blotting this off on the back of my hand, priming the brush, and that is what it looks like now. So I believe they call these their Super Suede. And I don't think it looks too intense at all, except for right there where I first put my brush. Right? It's like, hi. But that's what powder's for later. God, I love these Saie blushes. Oh my gosh. I cannot get over them. I will not buy more shades. I will not buy more shades. I will not buy more shades. No, not gonna do it. Nope, nope. This is the last one. Okay, so let's throw on some lipstick, shall we? Oh, I haven't showed you my perfume. I bought 2 travel sizes of Fleur fragrance. I got Vanilla Skin and Not Your Baby, is the way I say it. And guys, I so badly, like early on in the sale, wanted to get this Discovery set. And I said, no, I'm not going to do it. How many new fragrances do you need? So I waited, and I feel good about that. Like, I waited to make sure that it was something that I truly wanted, and I decided that I truly wanted it. So yeah, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little minis. I remember the days when every time you put in a Sephora order, you could get a couple of little perfumes this size for free. And somewhere along the line, somebody got wise, okay? Somebody got wise, and they said, let's make people buy that stuff. Like, we'll just package it in a bundle. So yeah, I have just accepted that they're no longer going to give these away for free, and I wanted this badly enough to pay I think it was $30-something, and then of course I got the 20% off. But last night when I got this, I immediately pulled out Father Figure and put it on, and I just sat in my own love affair of scent for the rest of the evening. So that's what I'm going to wear today, and it's green. Okay, so it goes with the theme of the video. Oh, that's a lot. I have spraying problems. Okay. Oh God, it smells so good. Okay, let's put on a lip. I am going to apply a coffee lip stain. My lips already have some good color to them here. I had put on the Clarins lip oil earlier, but we're going to apply this because this is one of my newer pickups. And if you haven't tried these, the longevity on these is absolutely phenomenal. It feels completely lightweight, It is not sticky. It doesn't feel like a gloss, but it looks nice and juicy and shiny. And then the stain really does stay behind, even for this shade, guys. So let's just finish off with my Huda Easy Bake Spray that I am still testing out. It helps if you dance when you do it. And now I have like 70s hair. So that is it. That is the final makeup look. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this one. And I would love to do more old school Pat McGrath looks for you. Let me know if you're interested in that. And if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing before you leave and hit like on this video. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.